Guys, I think it's time for me to say one of my more bold takes today. Pascal Siakam very well might be a top 15 player in our league. He might be at number 15 or 14 or 13, but that's all semantics. Pascal is one of my favorite players in the league, and he has only shown signs of improvement. This year, he's averaging a career high 24, 9, and 7. And according to B-Ball Index, currently, Pascal Siakam is sitting in the 98th percentile in box creation, which I've referenced in one of my other videos, but I'm still going to tell you guys, just in case you didn't see the last one, on what exactly that means. This means that Pascal Siakam right now is generating 11 open shots for his teammates. And surprisingly enough, this is not the only area Pascal has improved in. His ISO game is currently sitting at 51.1% effective field goal from this ISO scoring, according to B-Ball Index. And one last stat from B-Ball Index, guys. I know these are a lot of stats, but these are things that I find to be extremely important when we're analyzing the game of basketball. Pascal Siakam is one of the best roll men in the league, currently sitting at the 99th percentile, meaning he is generating 3 points for himself or his team off of being the roll man in a pick and roll. Pascal has shown nothing but signs of improvement. And now, right before we start to analyze the game, guys, leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. A small goal, I know, but you gotta crawl before you walk. We're at 80, so let's just get those 20 extra subs for the end of this year. And now, let's begin to analyze the game of one of my favorite players in the league and see maybe Pascal Siakam really is a top 15 player in the world. So on this first play here, what we're going to see is Pascal is going to take advantage of this screen. As you're going to see, he gets a wide open opportunity for a three-pointer and pulls it and gets a nice shot off. Pascal really works well off this pick and roll, which honestly just helps him and his teammates. As you see here, Pascal is going to take advantage of PJ Tucker as he gets that in one step to create enough distance to pull off that mid-range jumper. And what Pascal's also been really good at, to my surprise, is his transition play, especially with that ISO ball. So here you're going to see Pascal has PJ Tucker, which gets a little bit of space already, and gets his shoulder down to create, again, just a little bit of distance needed for him to put that layup in. Nice and simple. And now you're going to see Pascal's going to call for the ball here from Gary Trent Jr. And Gary Trent Jr. actually does a good job of being a screener almost, and to create separation so Pascal can get the wide open three. And this is one of my favorite plays I get to break down. Pascal sets this screen here for Scotty Barnes, who then, for the inbound pass, sets a nice screen for Pascal to get that wide open three ball. And here we're going to take a look at Pascal again with this isolation scoring, setting down his shoulder again to be able to hit his classic Beyblade move and get the spin around layup. Now, coming in on this next clip, we're going to see again that him take advantage of this ISO scoring, as you're going to see the screen that's set off the ball. And right here, Pascal sets down on his right foot and gets ready for takeoff to get a jumper almost and gets a nice lay-in. And again, Pascal's going to take advantage of being the roll man. And again, he has enough space from Dorian Finney-Smith and any other mass defender to get that nice little mid-ranger. Right. And on this next play here, we're going to see where Pascal still has room to improve. Right here, he's being double-teamed, and he very clearly has an outlet pass either Anunoby or Gary Trent, but decides instead to try and take this foolish mid-ranger, which just hits the rim and doesn't go anywhere. And again, Pascal is not exempt from needs for growth. So here you're going to see the pick and roll. And again, right here, Pascal doesn't even really get his feet set. At that point, you could just pass it into Barnes or pass it back to Anunoby, who can then kick it out and create a play from there. But instead, airballs to three. And now in this play here, we're going to see how Pascal, again, works well with the way Toronto Raptors set screens. And honestly, again, it shows why he's one of the better roll men or just taking advantage of these screening opportunities. Fred VanVleet sets a great screen here to get the catch and shoot three for Siakam, an easy bucket. And now we're going to see here Pascal's ISO game just being so effective. Here he's got the one-on-one with Herb Jones, one of the best defenders in this league, you could argue, and gets a beautiful up and in off of his shoulder. And now it's time for a new play. What we're going to see here is what Pascal's so good at too, which is his defense. Taking advantage of that passing lane there off of the sheer athleticism, and then immediately playmaking for somebody else to get an easy lay-in. This is what Pascal is good at, that transition play, taking advantage of the situations and playing really good defense. So you're going to see here as Hayes starts to go in, Siakam is ready to keep pace, and as he goes up, Siakam is ready with his jump already to get the block, showing just how good he can be as a defensive presence. But Pascal has also really shown his effectiveness and growth as a playmaker as we started in the beginning of the video. So as we're going to see here with this cut, Siakam uses his spin to immediately then see Anunoby is wide open with opportunity to get a beautiful up and in, nice and simple. And again, we're going to see Pascal really take advantage of playmaking in transition. After Fred throws it up to Pascal, Pascal is already turning his body because he knows Anunoby is there on the cut to then take advantage and get the easy dunk at the rim. So now guys, back to the beginning topic of this video. Why does Emser Knows Hoops believe that Pascal Siakam is a top 15 player? I think his growth as a playmaker, as you guys have seen in both transition and just even in the half-court offense, is part of the biggest reason. His defensive effectiveness, even though a lot of his plays are against usage rate 2 guys, which means that that's usually defending the second best player, I think you could argue that's in part because of his offensive load drastically increasing. And Pascal's scoring becoming more versatile is also a big part of it. No longer can we just sit there and call him Beyblade because he's going to try and hit you with a spin move at the rim. He's become a nice three-point shooter. He's putting the mid-range more into his diet, and now he's really developing his game as an all-around player. And to be honest, all that sounds like to me is someone who's grown their way into being a top 15 player in this league. As always, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, if you agree or disagree. And guys, this was Emser Knows Hoops. See you in the next one.